Hey everyone, it's Carl here, and this is my 30-day challenge where I pitch a new VR idea every day for 30 days. Let's get started. And it's day 4. Yeah. Drinking my coffee, so this one should be a good one. And the idea for today is dum 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 Mother Nature. And this idea I could have been sneaky, and I'm probably going to stretch to like 15 different ideas as well, but I'm just going to put it as one because it's about being creative, not about coming up with the actual number. So what is Mother Nature? What's my Mother Nature VR idea? And the core thing here, which is probably going to seed a whole lot more ideas in the future, is stop thinking about virtual reality as experiences that we can experience today. So I'm talking about all that GoPro footage, awesome mountain bikers doing massive jumps, people jumping off cliffs, buildings, skydiving, all that are experiences we can actually have. But why don't we start building VR content for experiences we can't have ever? So let's stop thinking like humans. Let's stop thinking about people and let's start thinking what we can be and what experiences we can be that we really can't. And that's where I've come up with this Mother Nature idea. Simulators where you get to be one of the elements or part of nature. And the first one I really liked to think about in my mind is, well, I would love to fly, right? But then I started thinking, simulating that you're the weather and that you can control the weather. And this is a way for you to think about it. Let's have a look at this lonely cloud, and it's just by himself. Imagine that you're that cloud and you're floating and you're kind of drifting across everything, but through your emotions and what you can do, you can decide what you can be as this cloud. Do you want to just drift across the plains, or what are you going to do if you see a bit of um, a change in winds, and do you want to travel on that wind and move along that wind? Do you want to meet up with other clouds? Do you want to get a different biometric temperatures or barometric temperatures? Do you want to become a rain cloud? And just imagine as you start building up in intensity and size, it unlocks more things you can do. You can start bucketing winds around. You can start moving the environment. You can start drawing in more pressure, more things that can become available for you as you're becoming this kind of storm. And again, rain. And imagine you'll be able to manipulate the cameras to see kind of what the destruction or whatever you're doing to the environment. Or you could be trying to help the environment. Give that farmer some rain. Be a nice guy. Or you can go and trash cities. It's just like when I used to play SimCity, where half the fun was actually watching the natural disasters or the things that come out of nowhere that destroys your city, right? This could be a simulator in that way, where you're just a natural disaster kind of floating around, but you kind of decide, like that random Mother Nature thing comes in. And then finally, why don't you go to something that's so massive that you can see from space, right? That you can have do damage or have inflict things at a global state. Really cool. Be a lot of challenges around trying to help what perspective that you'll have, but being able to look down, control body motion to control wind potentially. Being able to like move yourself across large plains of land. Lots of simulations there. Would be a lot of fun. Similar similar piece could be if along being a fire, like simulating you're starting a fire. You start off as an ember and you start looking for something else that you could catch a light, and the next thing some grass jumps to grass, you jump to a tree, then suddenly the tree's on fire, and then bam, you got a firestorm, and then you can start living and breathing like a giant fire that's just consuming and needs more fuel. And imagine getting that kind of feeling that you want to keep going through forest, and then they come across the city. Now you got to make a decision like, do I try and move myself around the city or move myself through the city and see what happens? I think it'll be kind of an interesting simulation, just to get to see the perspective of what it would like be if you're an intelligent weather cloud or an intelligent fire. What would you do? What would your decisions be? Or would you just be like Mother Nature and just consume more? That's my pitch, and I expect to hear another one every day for the next 26 days. Was it 25 days? 26 days. 30 days. Catch you guys later.